What's up guys, Chigs here from Chigs Tech Reviews. Well, today I've got my hands on the brand new X2 Pro. Now this is a new mini full Android TV box with a very unique design, very portable and small in size, but it's powered by my favorite S905X2 Quad-core CPU. With the Mali G3 you've got 4 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage with dual band Wi-Fi AC. You have a Gigabit LAN, Bluetooth version 4.2. This is running full Android version 9 Pi, supports 4K HDR at 60 frames per second with HDMI version 2.0 and 5.1 surround sound. Now the box itself has a shiny finish on the top with chrome bezels, looks quite nice, X2 Pro logo on the top. Now on the front of the box you've got a micro SD card slot, a standard USB port and a USB 3 port. And I do like the convenience of having expansion ports on the front of the box. Now if we keep going, and on the side we have a micro USB power port, an AV out, infrared port, and looks like a power indicator just there. On the back we've got a reset hole, a plug-in for your antenna, and I'll show you, you've got a small antenna which I'm just going to plug in. So we've got an external Wi-Fi antenna. It's kind of tiny, but we will see how it performs in a bit. Gigabit LAN, very happy to see that. You got your optical in for your audio, some ventilation, and HDMI is on the side. So that brings us back to the front. Totally different design. Quite excited to see how this one performs. Now inside the box, you will find user manual, a short HDMI cable. Here is your infrared cable for the remote control. Now this is an optional cable as the TV box already has an infrared port built in for the remote control. Micro USB power socket, and I'll give you the voltage. It's 5 volts 2500 mA European socket. And here is your remote control, standard remote here, powered by 2 AAA batteries. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this hooked up to my TV and capture card and find out exactly how good this box really is. I'll be right back. So first of all, I ran a boot up speed test, and this TV box took 28 seconds to fully load the home screen from a cold start. And here is the home screen for this box. We have full Android version 9 desktop setup as you would find on a tablet, and the first good thing to mention is you do have your drop down status menu at the top and bottom. Now let's quickly go over to the main settings and check out system storage info. So this box has 32 gigs of internal storage, from which you have 27 gigs free to use. And if we have a quick look in about, you will see that we are running Android version 9 Pi. So let's have a quick look at some of the new features. You've got USB mode where you can change the USB to host, OTG, MTP, etc. You can also customize how the device powers on, so you have the option to allow it to go automatically to standby until the user wakes it up. Now here are the X2 settings, beginning with the root switch. So you can actually install and uninstall root as you wish, and you can also see the root status on the status bar at the top. You also have a file server client option where you can configure a Samba, NFS or CFS. You got playback settings thereafter, which will give you automatic frame rate. You also have hardware monitor, which is one of my recent favorite options. It allows you to see on the status bar at the top information on your network, IP address, MAC addresses, CPU temperatures, and lots more. And these switches are very simple to turn on and off as required. There is also a wireless assistant app, which allows you to control the TV box from your smartphone. And if that's not enough, you also have your gamepad settings along with debug and user scripts, and an option to add and remove the system bars, and finally input device settings. Now let's have a look at the complete system apps. Here are all the apps available on this box as standard, and there aren't many popular apps to begin with, but you do have the most important full version of the Google Play Store where you can go ahead and download any app or game you like. Now this TV box does not come with any option for screen mirroring, but you do have the option to download Air Screen, which is a free app available from the Play Store. So now I'm going to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive, and I will be doing this with Kodi Media Player, which I am about to download and install from the Play Store. So let's jump straight to the 4K video test. And first of all, we're going to begin with a high bitrate 4K Jellyfish demo, and this one is 160 megabits per second, and as you can see, the playback is very smooth as expected. this TV box comes pre-installed with the standard tablet version of YouTube. It's basically limited to 1080p at 60 frames per second, and this is what the quality looks like. Now if you want YouTube 4K and also Netflix, which is not available from the Play Store, then you need to download Aptoide TV app, and then you need to go ahead and install YouTube TV and Netflix. And when installing Netflix, you do need to install an older version, which is 6.25, dated February 6th. So first of all, we're going to test out the YouTube TV version we just downloaded, which supports 4K video.
The world burns.
You have no idea of what men are capable of.
It's the spider went up.
What did you say?
Is this where it happens?
Welcome to America's favorite game show, Should She Go Out?
Netflix is working absolutely fine, but with a maximum resolution of 480p. And Amazon Prime Video is also working at a maximum resolution of 480p. So moving on now to the gaming test, beginning with Asphalt 9. And PUBG Mobiles has detected medium settings for this device. So for you advanced users, DRM info shows Google Widevine level 3. And here is CPU Z, where you can check out the clock speeds, and you can see that this is running the Mali G31, and this box does have a root switch, so it's up to you to decide whether your box is rooted or not. And in the Wi-Fi speed test, we got download speeds of 65 and upload speeds of 18 megabits per second, and the top speeds we currently get in our office is between 67 to 70 megabits per second. So that brings us to our benchmarks, beginning with a Geekbench multi-score of 2121. And in the Antutu benchmark test, we achieved 61K. So let's see how this compares with the others. So here is my top performing Android TV box chart of 2019, showing you the latest TV boxes and seeing how they compare with each other. And as you can see, the new X2 Pro has taken position 6 on this chart with a rating of 8.9 out of 10. Now the top 10 of this chart has been slightly reshuffled. If you have a box which would give you a licensed Netflix 4K experience, that box definitely deserves to be ranked higher. And these boxes are Nvidia Shield TV, the Xiaomi Box S, and the Fire TV Stick 4K. These boxes will give you a licensed official experience for Netflix 4K, YouTube, and Amazon Prime Video. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chigstech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it guys, that was the new X2 Pro. So this is another solid performing S905X2 box. Now using the default apps, this box will give you 1080p YouTube, no Netflix support, and Amazon Prime Video at 480p. After downloading Aptoide TV and installing the necessary apps, you can then have 4K streaming on YouTube, which was very nice and smooth, and working Netflix and Amazon Prime Video at 480p max. Gaming wise, you can play any game you like nice and smooth with no lag or frame drops. You also have very good Wi-Fi and LAN speeds, supports USB 3, micro SD and Bluetooth version 4.2. Bottom line, a newly designed compact TV box which offers a great performance with great Wi-Fi speeds, lots of customization options such as root switch, auto frame rate, hardware status monitor, full Android version 9 desktop mode, and lots more. And with that being said, I'll leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. I'll see you guys in the next one.